right, click the links to join the channel here or over at subscribe for the various other links. So Heels versus Babyface versus Hasan Piker. No, Hasan Piker, a grifter who is absolutely surfing that wave, and like you got to kind of respect the grift when it's at that level. So this Heels guy literally advocated that he wanted to rooftop convert all this evil and cleanse this mortal coil of this filth. Not in so many words, but I'm kind of paraphrasing, because any criticism of the BLT sandwich crew in their minds is literally genocide. And they're super serial under attack and marginalized and oppressed. My guy, don't you know it's like systematically? Have you read Engels or Marx? Like, it's been a while. Except that the weird thing is like, yeah, and then you read them, you're like, these guys are idiots. They're well spoken idiots with a great vocabulary, but and the syntax. Don't get me wrong. Like the reading level is rock solid. And, but the conclusions, their argument don't point to their conclusions. Like, oh, well, you just don't understand, like Nietzsche or something. He seems like he has a lot of depression. Anyway, then they probably reference some Russian writer who I think you have to also be an alcoholic to understand. So the weird thing is that all these groups are not under attack by anyone outside their community. If you can read between the lines on that one, because statistically they're the aggressor. They're not the victim. So their whole narrative is a lie right from the start. And as soon as you bring up facts and statistics to these people, it's like holy water to anyone in Hollywood. It's weird that they've managed to create something, this hierarchy of imagined oppression, and then quinkly enough, wouldn't you know, they come along and they go, you know what, guys, we're gonna put ourselves at the top of this oppression hierarchy. Like, again, I gotta respect the grift for that community, the T and the BLT community. They put themselves right at the top. I mean, they just went past everyone else. Even Dave Chappelle pointed that out. He's kind of looking around like, we're not at the top anymore. In fact, we seem to be not even second place. We're kind of several steps below. The T in the BLT is at the top, and then there's some other groups, best not mentioned on YouTube, and then the Chappelle group is actually several points down the ladder. It's fascinating. They go, yeah, we're gonna put ourselves at the top, and then we're gonna kind of like reinforce it on using social media. Just keep saying how oppressed and marginalized we are, and then it's like, that's why they get position. That's why they're writing these stupid articles for all these stupid magazines. It's like because they have to be able to saturate the media with their narrative about we're at the top of the hierarchy. Nobody's more oppressed than us. It's like, yeah, you can't really speak out against that because they will. It's like they're the ones who are writing these articles. So even I'm sure the left is probably looking at like this. The far left, this T, the QT part of the left is what they're saying, and they're probably going like, is it time to cut this group loose? In fact, some of the LGB part of the left is saying, yeah, we're gonna have to cut the QT part free because it's kind of dragging that whole group down. Anyway, so credit to them for that. It really shows you the power of in-group preferences and group identity. When you form powerful groups, you can do all kinds of great and amazing things. They've been very effective at canceling people. Very recently was the D. Snyder, Alice Cooper, Ace Frehley, and Santana have come out. It's amazing that if you say that, giving your kids puberty blockers, like putting children, prepubescent children on puberty blockers and then cross-sex hormones, have you considered that might be evil? And then sterilizing your kids or removing healthy body parts. That seems like the definition of evil to most normal people. And like, kind of, this is going to be a period of time you're going to look back at in 20 to 40 years and wonder if some madness took the country, where if there's a country to write history books, and you go like, so this is a period of time when you voluntarily harmed your own children, and like everyone just let that happen. It's like, yeah, it's because you don't live in a nation, you live in a commercial zone. Anyway, so if you express your opinion on, maybe don't sterilize your kids, call me crazy. Suddenly they want your blood. It's healthcare. No, it's not. It's a sacrifice to Moloch. I think we might as well start calling these things what they are. So the difference is with Heels, I don't know what his name. I think his first name is Az or something. Is he's not a big public figure. He makes YouTube videos about video games and movies, and he's good at it, but he doesn't have the name recognition that like a musician does. Even a musician from the '80s has still got name recognition. So a bunch of soy people getting outraged on Twitter and Kotaku doesn't really matter so much. I'm sure Mary Sue will cover the article tomorrow. I think he said that pronouns are gay, or that they'll make you gay, or they'll make you love getting bent over if you play the game, something like that. I mean, who knows? He's probably right. I don't watch YouTube, so if it's not on Odyssey or Rumble, I just skip it because YouTube just absolutely sucks. So what happened was the standard global evil corporation is pushing this stuff on kids, which if you let your kids play video games at all, there's your problem right there. Video games are degenerate. Read a book or go outside and go for a walk. Why would you let some Luciferian, anti-family, anti-nation, anti-white collection of corporate parasites brainwash your kids? Which seems to be the underlying issue with these weird soy boys on social media. They're terrified that parents might actually start raising their own kids again instead of letting these worms in the media and social media and the government schools do it. Like when you suggest that, oh yeah, parents are in charge of their kids. Like, oh, how dare you say that? They don't have the training these teachers have. And you're looking at the training teachers have. It's like, yeah, that's the teachers are just brainwashed idiots. Why would you trust the teacher over the parent? And like they don't really have a response to that, but they also don't have kids. So that's why they say this kind of stupid stuff. Anyway, the thing about these bullshit cat lady types, and you saw this with diversity in comics way back in the day when he was sitting in his car with a cell phone, is that the Marxist left can't handle being criticized and mocked for their ridiculous views, and their views are absolutely absurd. Any criticism of a comic, a movie, a video game is really attack on their global bullshit belief system because that's all entertainment is today. It's just toxic left-wing propaganda. So when Myers or Az lampoons these left-wing soy pussies, they absolutely lose their mind because the comics are their beliefs and the movies and now the video games, which is why they stopped selling, obviously, because woke, diverse, whatever is cancer. How many times you have to say that? And you go, oh, so what you're saying is, I just said it. It's all cancer. And clearly it's not just me saying this because it's not selling. And they don't have a response to that either because the truth is, you look at them and like, so you're not buying these comics or paying to see these movies. I mean, they're selling the high seas for some of them, but buying these video games, they're probably selling the high scenes for the video games also. And you look at them, it's like, so these movies that are underperforming and bombing, they have all these woke elements in them. So why aren't you soy boy pussies watching these movies? And they don't have a response to that. It's like, you need to see the movie. I'm like, I'm not paying to see anything on Hollywood these days. If you want me to see a movie, you can pay for it. You can cash at me the money, and I will go see the movie and review it. But no, I couldn't bring myself to pay the those Hollywood types who are visiting islands and that kind of thing. The thing is, nobody wants to be preached to by smelly Mountain Dew drinking, covered in Cheeto dust, neck bearded cliche soy people who pay for sex and just a bunch of panty sniffing perverts. Really, it killed the comic industry and it's killing movies right now, which is just so sweet to watch. And it's starting to kill video games, which you would think would be above that, but everything succumbs, like everything gets woke, like it's just entropy and enthalpy, and if you don't fight back against it, it's going to happen. The thing is, it's great if you're going to kill all that pop culture, the bread and circuses. Oh, by all means, please, this is the best time for the woke left to destroy all those bread and circuses. That's what we want. We want all the distractions taken away from people. Accelerate it, please. And the thing is, no matter what I say, they're going to accelerate it. Because when these parasites infest something and destroy it, it allows alternatives to find a space, which is how you get something like Comicsgate. Suddenly you've got a group of people who are selling their own comics online. And the left wing looks at that and they get outraged over that. And you look at them, you're like, so you're not buying these Comicsgate comics. You're not watching the shows unless they watch them to complain about them. But you have no involvement in this. Why would you care one way or the other? It's like, well, they're criticizing mainstream comics. Again, you're defending the $1 billion Disney and Warner Brothers, or DC and Marvel. Again, why would you care? They care because all that stuff is their belief system. The Star Wars with the all the nonsense in the latest Disney Star Wars or whatever movie they're putting out there where everyone is BLT and a furry otherkin from outer space and identifies as whatever. Yeah, that's their belief system. Now they don't want to pay to support it, but they want you to pay to support it. It's like, well, we're not going to pay to support it either, and that's why these things are bombing. And they get mad at you when you point the mirror back at them. They're like, oh, well, okay, well, we kind of want it for free. Anyway, the thing is, when you destroy something, you're allowing Confiscate to come in, or whatever group like that, and suddenly you have this growing alternative industry where people are selling graphic novels online by using YouTube, Odyssey, and Rumble to do these live streams to sell entertainment. Or to have the entertainment as kind of the matrix, and then you're on top of that you're selling your products. It's usually going to be a graphic novel or something, and you think, oh yeah, doesn't the left support these small businesses? Not if they're off the plantation. No, they don't. Like, oh wait, can't we just agree to like disagree and without becoming disagreeable? Can we? You're on the left, I'm on the right, or whatever. But surely we're all adults here, and they look at you like, those days are long gone. Oh, and anyway, to be fair to Hasan in this case, he's the rare case where a left-wing guy has good optics. I'm looking at him and go, I can tell he eats right, he exercises, so credit to him for that. Most of them look like Destiny, or Heels himself, who could stand to, drop a few pounds, and I say that with love. There's a lot of us in CG who could, the CG Diet Club would probably be a good idea for a lot of us. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all next episode.